Built for America. Built Ford proud.
Welcome into Celtics Post-Game Live, presented by our New England Ford dealers and Ford trucks. Scal, Perk, Amina Smith here with you. And the Celtics fall to the Miami Heat in Game 6, 111-103. And Scal, you said it at the half. It just felt like the rest of the guys on the team, they didn't come out with that same fire that they were supposed to come out with. Just what was your biggest takeaway watching how this unfolded in the second half?
It's the tale of two halves. I challenged the guys. I thought that Derek White was good. I thought Smart was good. Al Horford made some shots in the second half. I mean, we got to point the finger at Tatum and Brown. Like, I know that they were keying in on those guys and trying to stop them. But, I mean, the way I look at this game, Miami came in and beat us.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't, I don't know if I could say, man, we gave this away, we gave that away. I felt like Miami came in here and they showed us that they're not a team that's going to quit.
I mean, before the game, Amina and Scal, neither one of you would have told, or none of us would have guessed that after watching the Game 5 performance, that coming into Game 6 with a closeout game with a not healthy Miami Heat team, 60% Jimmy Butler, that he was actually going to come in and put in this type of performance and be the best player on the floor in a crucial elimination game.
You know what? I actually thought that Jimmy Butler, and that's why I kept asking you, do you expect Jimmy Butler to come out with a different type of intensity? Because we've watched Jimmy Butler play, let's be honest, and we know that he is a dog out there on the court. And then when everything is on the line, he's going to go out there and give it his all. He literally tonight, he put that team on his back, not tried, he put that team on his back and willed them to a win in a game that the Celtics were supposed to take.
I haven't seen Jimmy Butler in 4 games. Where's he been?
Yeah, but we know how Jimmy Butler is. Even if he was not there for 4 games, if the whole season is on the line, you know the type of player Jimmy Butler is. He's going to show up every single time. And this Miami Heat team, I've said this years before, over and over again, they do not quit. They will not quit. It's like you try to get them to die, and they're just like, no, we're not going anywhere. And that's what they did tonight, Perk.
No, absolutely. And when you think about Jimmy Butler, I knew I should have took notice, one, when you said it, but 2, earlier today, when I heard he got 2 shots in his knee, I knew he was going to come out feeling like fine wine. And he did that. And credit to Kyle Lowry, too.
Yeah,
because he came out and he was aggressive. He didn't wait. He was actually the second best player on the Heat tonight. But where the hell did Jaylen Brown go in the second half? 2 points. Like, you can't do that. See, you can't keep depending and say, I'm going to get another opportunity. I'm going to go into a Game 7. Game 7s are not to be played with.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, Jimmy Butler, yes. Kyle Lowry, yes. 2 shots in the knee. Perk, we need shots in the knee. Yes. And you're right. Like, we were praising Tatum and Brown in that first half. I challenged, where were the rest of the guys? Derek White stepped up. All these other guys stepped up. We needed those guys to get us over that hump. We needed those guys to say, like, where Jason Tatum needs to say, listen, I'm not taking it that Jimmy Butler's the best player on the floor. I'm Jason Tatum. I'm a top 5 guy. Kyle Lowry, you know, he's going to make big shots. Jaylen Brown's got to say, no, it's that you had your time. It's my time now.
And there's 2 more other things, right? And there's no knock. But Eric Spoelstra went into his bag tonight and got the best of Ime Udoka as far as making the adjustments. Like, Jason Tatum didn't know when the double team was coming. They was firing from different directions and things to that nature. The other thing, we hear the great fans behind us complaining about the officiating, right? Here's the thing. Don't leave the game into the officials' hands. You know, we heard that so many times in the locker room, and I honestly thought that the officials really wasn't that bad. In the elimination game, they're not going to call those calls that you're used to them calling.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. But Tatum goes down, gets hammered, and they call it a touch foul on Derek White. You got to explain that one to me. I don't understand that.
I mean, Kyle Lowry fouled out, Scal. Kyle Lowry fouled out. P.J. Tucker had.
No, but I'm using.
It could have went either way.
I'm using that one sequence.
Yeah, but that one sequence ain't cost you the game.
No, I get it.
So at the end of the day, I'm looking at certain things like that challenge that Ime Udoka did. I thought that was unnecessary to make that call at the time because he could have used that challenge when the ball went out on Jimmy Butler later on in the quarter. It was those little things that add up.
Yeah, a lot of things piling up in this game. Let's take a look at how it all went down in that 4th quarter and take a look at some of those highlights presented by Shaw's Perfecting learning the art of fresh. And it seemed like things really started to fall apart towards the end of the fourth quarter. But just taking a look at these highlights, Perk, when you take a look at that fourth quarter, just what went wrong? I know the Celtics, they were missing shots. You had Jaylen Brown at the line trying to shoot some free throws, a pair of free throws that he missed. Just key moments that the Celtics, they kind of let go of everything.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, and I keep harping on this, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's just straight facts. That's when your big dogs take you home, right? I thought Marcus Smart, he had some plays that he could have got back. I thought Derek White was awesome. You asked for a role player to step up. He
big
did
time.
that. And look, Al Horford, right, his impact didn't show up in the stat sheet. But the way that he took Bam out of the bio, out of the game, I think that was very, very necessary in this game. So he actually had an impact. It didn't show up in the stat sheet, but he took him completely out the game.
The sequence of Derek White, so 89-80, Derek White knocks down a three. Then he gets the three-point play, misses the free throw. Then they come down and knock down another three. At that point, I'm thinking, man, how we're going to win this game, all the momentum. Jimmy Butler was the answer, and Jimmy Butler came up big, making big shot after big shot, and down the stretch, you got to give him credit. You know, we can argue that call. That's a charge. The officials got that one right. It was Jimmy Butler was too good down the stretch, and we in an elimination game, you have to have the best player on the floor. We didn't have it tonight.
He was great.
He was great.
A 47-piece wing dinner, 9 biscuits, 8 orders.
But that's how your superstar's supposed to show up. That's how I would expect Jason Tatum to show up in a game like this, an elimination game.
4 packages of honey, 4 steals.
Wait, hold on.
So he had a 47-piece wing dinner, all flats. Okay?
All flats, got to be all flats.
9 biscuits.
9.
Yeah, 8 orders of fries.
8.
And 4 packages of honey.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
That's
you
what he had
now?
tonight. He wasn't good. He was spectacular.
He was spectacular.
Wings, fries, biscuits, and honey.
Yeah, and honey.
You got to put the honey on the biscuit.
Yeah, you ever been to Popeyes?
We'll let you know during the break. All right, let's take a break here on Celtics Post Game Live. Plenty more coming up. You see that final score right there, 111-103. Coming up, we hear from head coach Ime Udoka. Stay with us.
Celtics
Superstars supposed to show up. That's how I would expect Jason Tatum to show up in a game like this, an elimination game.
4 packages of honey, 4 steals.
Wait, hold on.
So he had a 47-piece wing dinner, all flats. Okay?
All flats, got to be all
9
flats.
biscuits.
9.
Yeah, 8 orders of fries.
8.
And 4 packages of honey.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. That's
you
what
hungry
he had
still?
tonight. He wasn't good. He was spectacular.
He was spectacular.
Wings, fries, biscuits, and honey.
Yeah, and honey.
You got to put the honey on the biscuit.
Yeah, you ever been to Popeyes?
We'll let you know during the break. All right, let's take a break here on Celtics Post Game Live. Plenty more coming up. You see that final score right there, 111-103.
Jason Tatum, I'm a top 5 guy. Kyle Lowry, you know he's gonna make big shots. Jaylen Brown's got to say no. It's that you had your time. It's my time now.
And there's 2 more other things, right? And there's no knock. But Eric Spoelstra went into his bag tonight and got the best of Ime Udoka as far as making the adjustments. Like Jason Tatum didn't know when the double team was coming. They was firing from different directions and things to that nature. The other thing, we hear the great fans behind us complaining about the officiating, right? Here's the thing. Don't leave the game into the officials' hands. You know, we heard that so many times in the locker room, and I honestly thought that the officials really wasn't that bad. In the elimination game, they're not going to call those calls that you're used to them calling.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. But Tatum goes down, gets hammered, and they call it a touch foul on Derek White. You got to explain that one to me. I don't understand that.
I mean, Kyle Lowry fouled out, Scal. Kyle Lowry